All right. I am back, everybody. So, same old. I said, I'm sorry I didn't really stream over the weekend, guys. I really was not feeling well. I haven't had to do some COVID testing. I thought I might have picked it up for some reason. So, I'm trying to make sure that I'm pretty much trying to stay consistent. Now, as you guys know, Astrocats is a project that I've been working on. So, here's our Facebook page if you guys decide to check it out. We have been adding more stuff to it. There's like me doing the last videos from last time. By the way, we decided to go with the mix between the first lizard and the last lizard with a Peaky Blinders kind of looking dude. You want to know what I'm talking about? Just check out the video if you get a chance. So me and my friends, we're pretty much meeting up a lot now. We're trying to do a consistent schedule, and we are planning to do like a little mini like audio series that we're trying to put just to kind of create content and keep the creative juices going and continue to build the world. So right now, as you guys know, this is the YouTube channel. It does have some work to do. We already discussed it this week. So we started by, Dave started organizing, or Mr. Hutley. He started pretty much going ahead and starting to put some of the playlists together. And then we have a third one that's going to go for a mini audio series. Same thing with channels. We started kind of adding some of our affiliates on there or our friends. And then hopefully we'll start doing more Meow Meow videos that, all of us, we kind of share little stories about our cats. And our cats are just silly. And we're working on our about. So yeah, so it's a work in progress. If you guys are bored, like I said, check it out. Oh, you play music? Is there any music playing? Happens to be really quiet. But anyway, guys, as always, always check out Steam Beats. They are stream beats. Excuse me, I can English, I promise. But yeah, they would do these awesome what's it called? These awesome beats right here for. Why can I not hear this? Is the music that soft? Give me 1 second, guys. I could see that it's playing. For whatever reason, I can't hear it. Weird. Oh, I muted myself. That's why. Darp. Come on. That's why. Freaking dumbass. The world of... good lord. But anyway, so today we're going to be doing something a little bit different here. Let me move this all the way to the side. Let me dock that over here. Okay, and what I'm going to be working on is, so as I just told you guys, we're going to be doing some kind of like this little mini series, but it's going to be audio. So we're going to do something where it's kind of like little comics, and not really like a comics, but we'll have like poses, and then with the poses, we're going to kind of start telling the story. So it's nothing that it would be like fully animated, because obviously it's just me and my friends. We only have so many hours in the day. So today we're going to work on General Goey. This is the redesign that I created. There is a previous version of her, but this is now based more on my style. So as you guys know, I'm an avid user of references. Obviously, this is my characters for continuity purposes. I am going to keep my character sheet out. Okay, and again, I was trying to make sure that I can see the comments. God, I got so much crap in these monitors. Okay. There we go. So, Goey over here. So many monitors. All right. So, I show you guys the design. Let me go back over here. So, let me show you the design right there. Obviously, this is done in Adobe Illustrator once I did the sketches. So, now we're going to be doing some more new poses. So, in this event, we're going to have our character. She's going to be talking. She's going to be doing all kinds of stuff. So, I'm going to try to stick to the model sheet. As you guys know, I said always have your references ready, and if you're dealing with character design, make sure that you guys have your reference sheets available for continuity. So it's mainly going to be her talking with Hobbes, and in this case she's mainly going to be in an office talking with him. So she's in her desk, and I'm probably just going to have her feet crossed. She is a General Goey. Okay. And let me go ahead and move this over. And like I said, guys, normally I do these stuff in Adobe Photoshop, but right now I'm just kind of trying to switch a little bit to some of the newer stuff. Photoshop's starting to get a little bit on my nerves. They used to be fantastic for illustration, but unfortunately, you know, now they're trying to cater to everybody and they just keep moving the tools around, and it is driving a lot of people like myself. I mean, I've been using Photoshop since the 1990s, and it is just driving me bonkers. I spend half my times trying to figure out where they hid my drawing tools. That's the problem I keep having. It's like, where'd you hit it? Where'd you hit it? Where'd you put it? And it just annoys the crap out of me. Okay, so I'm just going to make this right here. This could be one of the poses. And again, she's sitting in a chair. And Goey, again, she's been around for a while. She's a little older than, obviously, than Hobbes. She's general. Generals tend to be on average a little bit more advanced in age. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw her body in one layer, and then I'm going to draw her features in another layer. So that way it makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so that's pretty much the sketch. I'm going to drop the opacity to this down. Okay. Okay. The only problem is oh, I do have that ability. Awesome. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in. And again, I'm looking at my... Not to worry about the super clean lines, because I want to have that like a little bit hand-drawn look. And eventually down the line, because I wanted to be like kind of these little quick skits. Maybe down the line I'll go back in, I'll redo these in a more, how do you say, a more cleaner style. But for right now, this is plenty. I said it's just me and my friends just trying to put some really funny content, kind of like a stress reliever for after a long day of work. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Okay, and Goey, if I go back to her style sheet, she actually has a cape. Okay, she's got the little Comf logo. Okay. And she does have a... Technically, she has the ability to... She technically has a sword, but at this point, she's not wearing it because she's sitting, so she took it down, put it somewhere. Okay, so her arm is here. Oh. Jesus, it's hot. I just realized how hot it is. Well, I'm also trying to keep the power down. If you guys know, I'm trying to fix my house, so I'm trying to keep the utilities down. My windows are garbage, so I'm trying to do whatever I can in my power to fix my windows. Trying to do all the insulation tricks that you can think of. Okay, so these characters, if I remember correctly, let me go back to my reference sheet. Let me go back to Hobbes. I think they had... Did I give him the 4 or I gave him the 3? Nope, they're 4-fingered. They're 4-fingered individuals. So I always gotta remember that. And I know that seems like such a simple thing, but you gotta make sure you maintain your characters, constant. By the way, guys, here, let me show you, since I have it pulled up. This was the original Goey. This is the sketch that I made, and this is the final version you're seeing right here. So this is what it's based from. So not too bad. It's really cute and it worked out. I just kind of gave it a little bit more flair, and that's okay. Sometimes characters go through evolutions, and that is perfectly fine. Okay. I also simplified her a little bit more for animation. So yeah. Over here. She's sitting in a chair. Okay, so And right now what I'm trying to do is I'm going to recycle. This is something that is known as limited animation. In limited animation, this is going to be a little bit more limited, so it's going to be more like a moving animatic. So in limited animation, what you do is the parts that are not moving at that time, you keep it in a single frame. That, for example, like let's say if you watch a Family Guy, when you watch an anime, is you'll see that the body, which would be the core, the legs, and maybe part of the upper arms, which is still in the base of the head, but that the only things that will be moving will be the arms, and then just like maybe the facial features, unless they turn in a particular direction. But for the most part, the characters pretty much sit still the entire time. They don't really do a lot of motion, and that's just to keep the cost down. The more your characters move, the more time it takes, the more it costs to produce. That's why when you go watch like some of these, even in anime where they already have like ridiculously like crazy low cost production, and I mean those artists should be getting paid more. They're finally starting to recognize that there's a shortage of artists in the industry because they practically pay them almost nothing. But you'll see that the animation they'll go like real cheap for like the longest time, and then they'll save all the budget for the big fighting sequence at the end. And that's what they do that, because the more the characters are moving around, the more it costs to produce, and this way they keep their costs down for those big budget fights, and everything else is practically a lot of recycled animation. So in this case, probably the most thing that is going to be moving is her features, maybe her hand. So I might be able to recycle the layer a little bit further down. Okay, so she's doing kind of like this pointy thing. So if you actually look at your hand, when you point, your thumb will actually kind of go forward. It's kind of like doing a fist. So when you do a fist where it does that, but one of your fingers is pointing out. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing right here. And again, let me bring this down a little bit, because sometimes some of you guys start talking to me and I just cannot see you. So yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. So right here, oops, come on, P. There we go. And even this. They tend to be kind of chunky characters. There we go. Let's do that. So probably what I'm going to do, let's do this. I'm going to push that hand back out, because that's a lot of, let me see. Actually, no, that works out fine. That works out fine. And sometimes you'll change your mind, guys. That's fine. Okay. So let's go over here, thick line this a little bit more. This right here does need to be changed a little bit. There we go. So it's got this, and you see the base of the palm right there. Even though these are cartoons, guys, even if you're drawing cartoons, you need to understand the anatomy of your character. That's it, right? I'm just kind of doing it this way. I really enjoy having my pencil lines just the way. It's just something that I enjoy. To be honest, if it was for me, I'd be doing this all analog. But, you know, and maybe giving it a little bit of a line weight. Okay, and I gotta be careful that I don't have these tangent lines right here. Tangent lines is when you accidentally, like if you're doing the American flag and then you do this. Like if I was just directly attaching there, that it just makes it look bad. But actually having the curve here and then moving it over here, it looks like there's an overlap in the masses. But for right now, this will have to do. Okay, so I got the body down. Let me rotate this back. Okay, so that's pretty much, oh, what just happened? No, I don't want to do that. Okay. I need to check some of these out. Hello. Okay. Okay, so I have the base of the body. I still need to draw her. She's got like a little patch right here. There we go. And it's part of her pattern. Like her mouth is white. She does have a scar over her eye, but when it's involving the eyes, I kind of like to keep it separate. Okay, so this should be good. And then she's gonna have like a little pad here. Scribble, 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 scribble. Report, scribble, 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 scribble. Pie chart. All kinds of little scribble, scribble, scribble. Okay, so this gives me now the base of the body. So it's going to create a new layer. Where are you? I'm so used to hitting Control-Shift-N. Let's see, create a new layer in Photoshop. Okay, so now we're going to figure out some of our expressions. And right now it's like to rough it out. You guys know me. All right, and in her case, it's going to be kind of interesting because Goey only has one eye. We can, if you ever met any like really hard ass veterans, I've gotten the opportunity to meet some really cool people in my lifetime, especially when you start getting with people that have been in it for like 15-20 years, that have been like deployed and they've seen stuff. Once in a while you meet someone that's missing like a limb or a knob, like part of their fingers missing or something. Yeah, and you get to meet some kick-ass people, and it's those people that, you know, people might not think about it, but I'm just like, that's the guy right there that's seen shit. That's the guy that could probably kill you in your sleep. So, yeah. So, war doesn't come cheap. Anyway, so I need to make sure that it looks like she's looking in this direction. Okay, so I'm going to make the eyes in one layer and then the mouth in a separate layer so that we can get more action out of this. Okay, there's got to be a way for me to rename these layers. Normal, reset layer, mass rule, blah, blah, blah. I'll find a way to rename these layers because I really hate the fact that it just says normal. Okay, there we go. Eyes, base, there we go, like that. So this right here, actually, that's actually kind of nice. It tells you what it is and what's the blending mode on it. So that is really nice. Like I said, I'm still learning, Clip Studio Pro. I'm still learning this. It's not my forte. But I do just kind of like to get in there and just kind of learn what we got right here. Okay, so now let's create the clean version of these. And she's got some pretty thick lashes or pretty thick upper lash. Just trying to make her look feminine. There we go. So we got her eye right there. Okay. And then as for her eye, alright, let's go back over here. So we're doing that right there. And then the scar, I want to keep the lights around the scar kind of light because, again, if you have a cut, the cuts on average tend to be pretty close to your skin tone. So I'm trying to keep that pretty close to, so that way if it's not a really heavy detail, then you just keep the line art kind of light. Okay, so we got that, and let's create another one for the mouth. Now since I'm not using this, eyes 1. Okay, I'm going to keep this as my base, so I'm going to leave that one alone. Now I need to do her mouth. Now Goy doesn't really, she doesn't really smile a lot. It's got a pretty small mouth. Okay, so that's actually pretty good for her. So that's pretty much a clean mouth right there. Not to worry about it. So mouth, small, open. Okay, so with mouth you kind of want to do a couple. Then you want to do like small, medium, large. You want to do angry, happy, and sad. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off. Actually, I can drop the opacity on this one. Then I can create a new one. This just kind of gives me like a point of a point of reference, so that way it stays consistent. Okay, so it's like a medium mouth. I have a small mouth. A medium mouth is more like when she's starting to get annoyed. Okay, and if I really want to push this, let me drop this down even more. Drop the opacity. Actually, no, this is the new one. Mouth 2. Always label your layers, kids. So in this case, you could tell she's kind of annoyed. Okay, now you gotta be careful when you're doing the little tooth thing. I know that's coming from like a lot of anime, which I watch a lot of anime. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, a 40-year-old anime lover. Don't care. No fucks given. Okay, so obviously right here she's annoyed. Okay, so mouth 3. I'm gonna drop the opacity on this. Up, round layer. So because it's a feline, you want to make sure you're showing those teeth in there. Alright, so I'll call this mouth, smile, open. Drop that down. And then for this next one, I'll create a new layer. I'm gonna go back to that first mouth. Mouth, smile, close. And I actually need to do a close mouth for her. And it's really subtle, like she hardly ever smiles. So this is pretty subtle. And then down here, we'll create a new layer. Mouth, close, neutral. There we go. So that's like a neutral close mouth. Alright. Alright. So now what I'm going to do, all of these mouths. 100%. Nope, that doesn't do jack squat. That's okay though. And they're gonna look like they're overlapping of each other, and that's totally fine. Okay, so I'm gonna grab all these ones the same mouth, and I'm gonna create a new folder. I'm gonna put all my mouths in here. I'm thinking like Photoshop. That's not how it works here. It sure does. Hey. There we go. So now I got my mouse. Okay, so it's good for me if I could spell, but no. Okay, so these are my base sketches, and I ain't gonna worry about that. I'm gonna move this, and that's the paper, so I can't move that above the sketch. Makes sense, okay? I know you guys get to look at my beautiful top of my head. God, am I getting alopecia? Okay, I had a good run. I got no one to impress, so why do I care? Okay, so eyes, neutral. Okay. So I'm going to use these as my base. And then I'm going to do like eyes mid. This is kind of a way to do a quick puppet. And normally you want the pupils separate too. You don't even want the pupils in there, but because these are going to be stills, it really doesn't matter. But if you're doing a rig, you do the eyebrows are separate, the pupils are separate. It's all separate. And then I'm using this as a reference. And then what happens here, because this is an eye patch, so the eye patch stays intact, but the eyebrow will go closer to, but you only see part of the upper scar. Okay. So now that I have that, if I decide to, instead of going this mouth, I go with that mouth. See, there's like a weird sarcastic look to her. Same thing goes with this. So it changes the expression. Rather, she looks really annoyed. Okay, so you can get a lot of cool little poses out of her. Okay, so let's go with the basic mouth. Okay, so eyes mid. So I'm going to turn that off, and then I'm going to create a brand new one. Eyes. I'm gonna say, I guess, really mad. Eyes mad. Oh, cancel. This is her really mad. And again, this one, unfortunately, is impeded because the eye patch is literally right. It's not like an eye patch. It's like right there. So there's only so much range of motion that she has. But you know she's not happy. So we grab that and then we pair it with, instead of this mouth, and if I really want to exaggerate, I could grab one more mouth and make that like even more dramatic, to get more of a dramatic look out of her mouth. But so far we got Normal eyes. Mid eyes. Angry eyes. Okay, I need to give her like... what would be considered good happy eyes? Like maybe really mad eyes? Okay. Sorry guys, I am old as fuck. Yeah. Okay, so when she gets really mad, keep in mind she is a cat. So what I want to do is that little slit that cats get when they get like they're in the light. But I only want to see that when she's really angry. No, I kind of don't like that. Plus, I need to rotate my canvas. And so you know she's really pissed because like her eyes get kind of like a slit, like this. See that anger. There you go. Again, you pair that up with mouth. If I really wanted to, okay, so this duplicate, new vector. So way to duplicate this? Duplicate layer. Okay, if I really wanted to, I could grab this one. I can stretch it out a little bit more. Okay, I could scrap this one, make it smaller. The problem is I could duplicate it and make it larger. The problem is her teeth will grow out too, and it just doesn't look good. It's like suddenly her teeth will pop out for no good reason. So I really need to make sure. So it's starting to show. Now you see both the top and the bottom. There we go. Both the top and the bottom. There we go. Cool beans. Alright, gotta save it. Let me do... What should I put? Goey. Let's create a new folder. Come on. Jesus. Okay, fuck it. It's gonna save right here. I just want to rename, please. Please, let me rename. God damn it. Come on, why? It won't let me rename. What the fuck? Okay, Goey stills. There we go. Yep. Save. And let's go there. Give me a second, guys. Okay, there we go. And okay, gooey poses. There we go. Okay, so let's go from there. Okay, now that I have this, let's do that. Alright, so now pretty much we have the base, and we can kind of go from there. Alright, so let's go ahead and take care of that. Okay, so for this, I need to go into... Oh, yeah, I'm so tired. Let's see if it'll let me bring it in. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I now need to borrow this. So let's start with some... Well, before I continue, however, let me try to grab these eyes. All the eyes. There we go. That's the base. Okay, this is trash. Can I trash it? Yes, trash. Yes, delete. Yes, trash, delete. Always try to keep your files clean whenever, when able. Okay, so from here I'm gonna create a brand new folder. I'll call these eyes. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now I'm gonna start borrowing some colors from here. Hopefully I can carry them over. Yes, I can carry them over. So I'll create a new layer down here at the bottom, and I'll call these base colors. Okay, so let me see if this works the same way as Photoshop. Maybe not. Oh, nope. Okay, I kind of see it. If my theory is right, this should work. So I'm going to borrow this color. I'm going to start with this first. I'm going to use the paint bucket. I'm going to fill. Ah, that looks like doo-doo. Okay, is there a better way for me to do this? If I do pencil. Oh, that looks like caca. Not a fan. Okay, so let's just do that. Paint bucket. Okay, let's borrow some more of the colors. That's why the edges are kind of clunky. Alright, right now we're just doing flat tones. Pretty much I'm trying to keep this so it's very flat. Okay, what's the shortcut for this? Paint bucket. I don't see a shortcut for paint bucket. Okay, let me see that right there. Hey, what's up, Gummy? What's up? How was the character? Character's fine. I'm doing so me and my friends are doing like little radio skits. So we're just gonna use like stills to kind of represent what happens on the show. We're hoping to have an animation in the future, but right now we're just trying to create content, flesh out the world. And we're just doing like these little skits. It's just kind of like a way in the right direction. There's only 3 of us, so we're just kind of trying to have fun with it, you know. Okay, let's head over here. Okay, that's her hair. Okay. Got her for that. And then let's do her skin tone. Skits. Yeah, it's the little show that me and my friends have been putting together. Astrocats is cats in space. Think of like a parody of like Lost in Space, but like with cats. And they have like little. I know people are gonna say immediately it's a Star Trek parody. Maybe. But for most part, it's just supposed to be like parody, satire. They're kind of like a paramilitary fleet of cats to travel around space, and then they have adventures, and you have a couple characters. You have Captain Hobbes and Scully, and this is General Goey. So it's got a few like military jokes in there. But just a lot of shenanigans. Nothing that's too serious, It's supposed to be funny. It was my friend originally wanted to make a kids show, and we've been slowly trying to convince him that we don't need another kids show in this world. Everybody and their mother's got one. We just want to make something that's fun and funny, and something that we will enjoy. Actually, in her case, I'm just gonna paint her claw. I will probably use pink. I do need to erase this line. This line does not exist. There we go. I just wasn't sure at the time. Okay. Yeah, but if you go to my channel here, there's a link at the bottom. It's got Astrocats YouTube and stuff. There's not a lot on it yet. They're working on it. But hopefully in the future we can get more stuff going on. It's a work in progress. Like I said, we're just having fun for the time being. Okay, let me borrow this color, please. I said this is really simple, flat tones. Okay, and she's got gold. We'll find the shortcut for that. There we go. Please, no more kids show. I agree. There's too much. Yeah, there's just a fuck ton of them. Cause we just want something that is fun. It's with so many kids shows, it's kind of hard to make something that is unique for kids show. Like maybe if you do like the tween to teen market, it's not so bad because you can kind of find something that is you can find something that it's kind of relatable, or there we go. That's something that's really I need to change the color of this. Maybe like gray. Can't do that. Okay, new layer. Let's do that. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. Okay. So let's do white, pure white. Yeah, but it seems like with kids shows that you really like limit yourself of what you can do. Because obviously parents have, expectations. I know if I was a parent and I saw my freaking cartoon characters cussing up a storm, or even like That'd be a little bit upsetting, you know, trying to find something that's sweet for the kids, but I just don't really feel like making sweet stuff. I already worked on Polly Pockets, Polly World. I don't need to make any more sweet stuff. That was the end of my run. Kid stuff. I was done. And it's funny because we worked on a show or a short after that. And after we worked on Polly Pockets, Polly World, it was so violent. Okay, making sure. Okay, then I need to pick something for. Here we go. There you go. And then what I'm gonna do for her chair, I'll probably borrow this color. Maybe I'll borrow this color. Alright. Yeah, most of her tones are blue or bluish gray, so you want to make sure you don't have something that is too close or they'll blend it. Oh, what just happened? There we go. So, how violent? No, dude, it's a bunch of cats in space. If you ever watch Star Trek, well, not the new Star Trek, they violent up the shit out of that show, but, you know, little misadventures, gunfights, nothing too crazy, you know. Alright, so that's pretty good. Now let's pick something. Okay, so that takes care of the base. Okay, and I'm actually gonna go down here. I'm gonna pick these boots. There we go. So it looks like the bottom of her shoe. Try to keep it simple, not too many details. So now let's go to the eyes. Okay, so the eyes. Okay, my question is, more which label? Okay, good. Okay, so I'm probably gonna do this in just like I normally do. Will it be episodic? So I don't know, dude. We're still kind of working things out. Right now we have our pilot done, which is 20 minutes to have the animatic done and the characters done, and then the shorts are just gonna be like little, like kind of little standalones. Think of like Scooby-Doo, like back in the day. But we're still fleshing a lot of things up because maybe we might be going for something, but then maybe like a studio, whoever wants to like pick us up, they go, well, no, we wanted to be this. So we're pretty flexible, but right now we're just working on creating a fun story. It's pretty much what we're working on right now. Okay, let's go over here. Let's borrow this color. Okay, so it's pretty much those colors right there. Okay, trying to keep it constant. Alright. Okay, let's go over here. Man, I'm hungry. There we go. There we go. Make sure you save often, kids. Just saying. Okay, so let's go above this one. Let's turn on the next set of eyes. Okay, so right here I'm going to borrow this green. Okay. Okay. Now also got to keep in mind that there is a second dual tone here. And it's mainly only in our eyelids. It's only right there that you see it. And that's just to kind of give the sense of it, like the depression here. Not depression like feeling sad, but depression of like, you know, it's kind of sinks in like between your eyebrow and your eyelid. Okay, there we go. We got that right there. Saving. Okay. Don't mind me. Itchy ear. Itchy. Okay. And that's what happens when you wearing your earmuffs over your hair. Okay, so before we do that, let's go back over here and add that second tone right here. And can I do this cleaner? Yes. Am I going to? No. I'm trying to pump these out really quick. Think of like YouTube quality stuff. Nothing too crazy. Okay. It's supposed to be kind of like gorilla style-ish. Kind of fun. Okay, let's go back to that scar. Trying to keep the colors consistent. That is important. Okay, let's head over here. There we go. And then this is her pretty fucking pissed. So it's funny that so Goey, I really like Goey as someone that's had to be in leadership position in the past, or an instructor, or had to be a caregiver, period. You get to deal with a lot of shenanigans, and I see a little of myself in there. So for right now, I'm kind of voicing her, which is fine. We tried another voice. I really did not like it. It was very, like, it wasn't bad. I just didn't like it. You know, sometimes you just don't like stuff. But for right now, since we're just trying to create content, I am the temporary voice of Goey until we decide what to do. There we go. And I forgot the line at the top, so let me go back to pure. There we go. Okay, so that takes care of the eyes. It's not too bad. And again, I'll go back in and I'll save another variation of this. And now let's start going to the mouths. Okay, so mouth close, mouth opens. Okay, so not to worry about that. The only time I need to worry about this is if I export them as like individual pieces. I need to make sure that if it's white, that there's white underneath it. Otherwise, like when we see right here, so if it's just the mouth by itself and let's say the character has like ooze on them, then it's going to be clear. So I need to make sure that there is at least some color there. So normally that's why you see me using color background sometimes, so that way I could see what I'm doing. Oh no, did my music stop? Don't stop believing. Oh, that's copyright. Okay, let me go back to, let me pick another stream beats. No, not holiday. Chiptune. The fuck is chiptune? I'm about to find out. Kind of bubbly. Yay! Very, very video gamey. Like it. Chiptune. Huh. There's something new every day. This time I've just been calling it 8-bit music this entire time. Chiptune. Okay, now in this case I could see the inside of her mouth. So I want to make sure that I can see that tongue. Yeah. Okay. And then in this case, I'm going to create a new layer for this one. Okay. There we go. For this one, I need to do a little cleanup. As you can see, I kind of went overboard. That's okay, though. It happens. Yeah, cool beans. Okay, and the mouth closed. Okay, so as of right now, I have all the elements that I need. So let me turn off this red background. Let me turn that back on. Okay, so I got that right there. Let me grab my swig of water. VTuber avatar, possibly. Yeah, I know. I miss her too. I miss her hugs. But yeah, I know that's the character. That was the original. That's my resketch, and this is the new one right here. A little bit more attitude than before. So yeah, no, yeah, I know, dude. It's lonely in Texas. I really miss everybody, and yeah, her food was good. Her food was good. My food is crap. I'm eating zucchini noodles with chicken. I've kind of gained muscle. Like, I'm losing inches, but I'm the same way, but I'm gaining muscle. You know how that goes. But yeah, no, it's been an experience for sure. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's change the artboard. Edit. Change canvas size. Okay, width. I wish there was a way. Can I just crop this? Let's cancel out of this. Okay, what do we got here? What's some of these tools? Okay. What is this? Ruler. I'm used to hitting C and it'll give me the crop tool and it'll allow me to change my stage. I guess not. I guess that's not the case here. That's okay though. Okay, so now we have the base. I'm going to do File, Save As. And I'm going to call Poses Clean. Because I'm going to merge all these things down into just Mayor. Yeah. Okay. I always like to keep the originals just in case I need to go back and I need to change something. So I always keep like the one with the color and the line art is separated. And then I have one where I merge them together. So for example, this right here, I'm going to grab this, right click. And I'm gonna merge selective layers. So now they're in one piece. Then we're at the mouth. Okay, this is the base, and then I'm gonna go right here, starting with let's do the eyes next. Okay, that's the base eyes. Merge selected, and there's no shortcut keys. So I wonder if there's a way for me to program shortcut keys in here. Just the next set. I'm going to do merge selected. Gonna do the next two. This reminds me of Steven Universe, this kind of music. If you remember watching the show, they kind of had like this low vibe music to it. I need to go back and watch that show. That show was excellent. Okay. Okay, so right here, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so right here. Okay, merge. Select the layers. Sorry guys, it's late at night. I'm just tired. There we go. So now that I have this, I could go ahead and I can export all kinds of different variations. I could do normal eyes, and I can do like just that version. See, so and I get different. At the moment, she's not sad. There's nothing in the short that's sad, but at least I got most of her scenes done. At least for right now. Like I said, this is just us doing basic stuff. I'll eventually probably redraw the body, but the body's doing the same thing, except that you might see her hands doing this, or you might see her kind of going like that, or something like this. So all I have to do is go back in and just kind of redraw just like the hands. So yeah, so for right now, this is pretty much a good start. Unfortunately, it is 9 o'clock in my time, so this is pretty much where I'm at. I don't want you guys to get bored seeing me exporting all these. But yeah, no, I'll keep working along as I'm going through. I still need to keep working on my book. I started a new page. I just need to finish it. I have a lot going on. I painted yet another wall today. I have a very big room. No music from here. What do you mean no music from here? Can you not hear the music? What's going on there? This is some pretty happy, goofy ass music. I like it. Yeah, I do that on purpose. Okay, hold on. So let me know when it's too high. Hold on. Okay, is that too high? Is that too high? Because I can remember for next time. That's the one thing I've been trying to figure out. Okay, I got it now. Still too low? Because I don't want it competing with me. How's that? Nothing? A bit lower? Okay, a little bit lower. Okay, so maybe... How's there? Bit lower, still lower, better, worse. Is that good, mijo? 3 clicks up. Really? Really? 3 clicks up. Are you serious? Such a picky bitch. That's why I miss you, man. You're like a brother to me. No, but this is good because I've been trying to figure this out for weeks. There was one time that it was almost perfect. And then there was another week that it was too low. And I'm like, where the... Because on my side, if I play it at full speed on my earbuds, I'm blowing my earbuds away. So I have to like lower it down. So that way, the microphone also will pick up my earbuds. So I got to lower it down on my side too. So yeah. So, okay, so that's good to know that right around 40-ish is a good spot to be with this music. So that's good. That's good. But anyway, dude, oh, by the way, did you get the thing about the COVID? You can reorder the COVID test for free. Guys, everybody out there, they just approved a 3rd round of COVID tests, so you get a chance to order yours. That stuff's trying to run rampant again. You know, do what you want. We got them. Okay, cool. Yeah, you got the 3rd round? They just approved a 3rd round. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I've been ordering them because like Mother's Day weekend, I wanted to wish my neighbors Happy Mother's Day, and I don't know if it was the all the grass they cut or the weather, but man, like, okay, cool beans, man. Like right here, all this was like it felt bad, like my throat felt bad. I have friends that's getting it, and I'm just like, man, I need to find out if I have COVID. So I still had some of my spare tests. I didn't have it. I was just allergic to nature. It's just funny because I have so many damn plants. Like, why? So, but with that, guys, I'll let you guys go. I gotta get up early in the morning. I'm trying to get back into my routine. I just haven't been feeling good the last couple of days. I've just been really tired. So I took the weekend off. I was painting the house I was repainting, and I just didn't do the gym and the painting. And then I took Monday. I did some walking. Today I just was devastated. I was so damn tired. I just could not get out of bed. So it is my goal to get up tomorrow and make sure that I make it to the gym tomorrow. I will make it. I will make it to the gym. So, but, you know, I don't need to do the gym. I just like to do it. So it's kind of like a self-goal thing. But anyway, guys, you have a good night. I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Night-night.